Hello, and welcome to Guru Grandpa. That's me. I'll be assuming the role of your grandfather today, a loving grandfather who wants only the very best for you. A wonderful person. You, a grandchild of mine. So that's what I'm going to be offering you today. Advice. Grandpa's advice. After many years of trials and troubles and adventures and all of that goes with living a full life, I have some advice for you so you can avoid some of the pitfalls that I fell prey to. Some of it's tough advice, some of it's wonderful advice, some of it's thrilling. But that's what I want for you. A truly fulfilling, happy, successful, joyful, and at times ecstatic and awe-inspired life. So I put together for you some principles that come to us from the wisdom traditions of our species. Homo sapiens. That's what you are. Well, that's what you're inhabiting right now, the body of a Homo sapien. So, here we go. Get ready. Fun, great, wonderful stuff about to come. So here are a few words of advice from the wisdom traditions of our species, of your species, you Homo sapien. First, don't sit around waiting for good things to happen to you. Make good things happen yourself. Believe in yourself and your innate ability to make your dreams come true. Begin each day with thoughts of gratitude for this life you have been given. A life you did not earn through anything that you did, but a life that was given to you as a free gift. Look around. There is always something that deserves your gratitude. Have a daily conversation with your Creator, your true Father, the Father of life. Have that conversation in whatever way is most meaningful and helpful to you. Our Creator's omnipresence is everywhere present, even present in you as the essence of consciousness itself. Even though you may not be aware of the presence of the Almighty deep within you at your inner core of being, the seat of consciousness, the seat of your true reality as a spiritual being. Money is important. It's kind of a reflection of what you've earned in life, for most all of us at any rate. Keep close track of your finances. Have respect for the money that you own, that you've earned. Keep track of your daily expenses as well as your long-term goals. Plan for regular savings, however small. Savings and a growing nest egg bring inner satisfactions and peace of mind. Very valuable in your life. Peace and mind, not filled with anxiety and worry and troublesome thoughts. Never stop reading to educate and amuse yourself. The brilliance of past genius is available always to help you negotiate life successfully by knowing about life. Read biographies of successful people. Read opposing viewpoints. Read classic literature. Make books and commentaries about life and essays about life a part of your daily life. It engages the mind in such wonderful ways that bring delight, truly delight. Find a volunteer project wherein you can unselfishly contribute of your talents and initiative to the life of your community, the neighborhoods in which you reside. Doing so, I promise you, will enrich your life in so many ways. You'll meet new and different people, new and different circumstances. And as with the application of the virtues in life, overcoming, the animal nature through a selfishness, that animal nature that operates through selfishness, as opposed to your spiritual nature, which operates on the realms of unselfishness. At any rate, doing unselfish acts has just unbelievable rewards in return. You just feel so good about yourself and about life. About your physical health. Very important to take care of your body, to take care of it such that it's fit and not beset too much by troubles. So find a regular exercise regimen and a sport. I love golf, but there are many others. Tennis is one for sure. But a sport that you can pursue throughout your lifetime. Engaging your body athletically and trying to accomplish something athletically. It's just a lot of fun. It really, truly it is. Frustrating at times, certainly, with our failures to perform as we had best hoped. But nonetheless, a great deal of fun. Making a fitness regimen a part of your daily regime will bring you increased energy, fitness, vitality, and health. We all want to be healthy. Certainly. Toughie, yeah. What is it, by the way? I mean, it's hard to know good from evil. At any rate, avoid evil at all costs while striving to retain from judging others too much. It's valuable to be discriminating in your tastes. That's very true. We all have that as a given freedom. But evil, truly avoid it. It's just the sufferings and miseries that accompany evil are no fun. Instead of evil, dwell on happy thoughts. You are a free will creature. You can choose to dwell on thoughts most productive to your well-being. You can discipline your mind to do that. It's a daily regimen of discipline. Wonderful stuff. Happy thoughts bring wonderful feelings. Negative thoughts, worrisome anxiety, not so much. Always remember from whence you came. Protect your reputation, your good character, and especially your good name. It means so very much to your own self-esteem and the way that others regard you, to say nothing of the way God our Father might regard you and the laws of the universe might regard you. Act with honor, be truthful, and strive for liberty. These are all noble goals and ways of living, ideals that always bring good stuff with them. Follow your dreams. That's what you're passionate about. That's what you've thought about. That's what you want out of life. That's what you want to be in life. Follow your dreams and act with your heart, with your passion about that which it is you dream of. You have been endowed with the power of reason to know that 2 and 2 does not equal 5. To know that acting badly has bad consequence. Acting wisely has good consequence. Use those powers of reason that you have and use sound judgment. Not a passing emotional feeling or reaction at some upset. When making your choices, step back a minute, take a few deep breaths. If anger or any of those negative emotions have entered your sphere, take a few deep breaths. That always sends it away. And then reason it out. Think about it and try to act with good reason and sound judgment. And if need be, pray about it and ask for guidance from God our Father. Yes, tough stuff, but wise to think of and talk about. That is morality. Always Let the golden rule and even the silver rule be your ethical standard and your standards for living a good, sound, and moral life. Yes, I just mentioned it, but it's worth mentioning again. The Buddha certainly talked about it. The last thing he said was guard against this. So, look within your conscience and let your conscience be your guide. Check your occasional angers with presence, with heightened awareness and controlled breathing. And don't allow fear or vengeance to dictate your behavior. Judgment is mine, saith the Lord. And his judgment is always perfect. Sometimes a lot of punishment involved, but again, for our own good, I must admit, it's been true for me. Always try to keep compassion and empathy in your heart. Respect the fundamentals that promote courtesy, honor, and dignity, and adopt these fundamentals as your very own. Well, I'm going to touch on it again because it's important to recognize the different impulses that come from within. Some from the higher realms, the higher mind, our spiritual self, and some from the animal nature, the lower side of us. It's important to remember that selfishness and greed are products of the animal side of human nature and impel impulses to take from and use others and rationalize those impulses as the right thing to do. Avoid being selfish and greedy as much as you are able. Accomplishment. I'm sure you want to accomplish things, certainly. It brings a great deal of dignity, satisfaction, independence, so many wonderful things. These accomplishments and fulfillments that you will experience in life are the result of what you demand of yourself and what you give to others. We all make mistakes. I've made my share, as have you already, and you'll make more, no doubt. But it's always, always, always important to own your behaviors and decisions, the ones that you have made, rightly or wrongly, and never shift blame. Breed your own integrity and accountability. Lead by example to teach others to do the same, especially your children. Listen carefully to what others have to say and consider what you will say before expressing yourself. Just another would you call it, suggestion, I guess, adjuration, to not allow emotional responses to dictate your life. You need to have truly conscious awareness, a presence of yourself. It's true. Always wise to make decisions that way. I've not always done it. There's no question about it. And in fact, as with all things in life, in retrospect, seemed like a good idea at the time, but nonetheless, the results of it were, in many cases, quite disastrous. For me, and for everyone, really. Yes, indeed. Your life will be what you make of it. Make conscious, reasoned choices. Not that whimsy isn't fine, but they all have their place in life. Possessions and fame and fortune do not contain happiness. Integrity and virtue do. Serenity and success come from your own mental state, your own self-initiative, and your innermost thoughts about yourself, who and what you are, who and what you have become. Respect the rights of others, from the strong to the meek. We are all endowed by our Creator with sovereignty over our life. You must respect others' sovereignty over their own life as well. Always remember that tolerance and acceptance are not the same. You tolerate other behaviors that you may find kind of stupid, but you allow that. That's the other person. That's what they're doing. You tolerate their behaviors as long as it's not criminality and thuggery and that kind of crap. So remember also that tolerance and acceptance are not the same. You can tolerate a behavior, but you must speak your truth about it if you feel appropriately that it is the right thing to do at the time. Tolerance and acceptance, not the same. Well, we've all done it. I did it certainly as a boy. Shouting and screaming to be the center of attention doesn't make you right. It just makes you loud. Sometimes insufferably so. Reminds me of the protesters. Hey, shouting at the top of their lungs. Really infantile behavior, frankly. Keep your attitude aligned with goodness. The more you are able to be present in your life, the more you'll be able to more easily do this. It takes time. You have to work at it. But it's like a rocket ship taking off. A lot of energy to start is required. But once it's in outer space and on the way, not so much. It becomes habitual for you. Strive to be the best that you can be. Giving your best at everything you do brings you consciously aware of what you're doing, brings you more into the present of the day, and brings you more into a responsible act, trying to do your best. This is what you're creating. This is what you're making. Doing your best. And if possible. It goes back to what I said earlier about reading and amusing yourself and entertaining yourself with the commentaries and various things about life. But try through that to learn something every day. Stay aware of what's going on around you and just learn something every day. Very fulfilling. Indeed, I can't dwell too much on this. Strive to give yourself the present of being aware and present with your presence now. Try this as much as you can. Much like the rocket ship that I just referred to. Energy is required to start living a habitually wonderful life, not beset by the negative things. But yes, be present. Be present in what you do, how you live your life. Always remember that you are in truth an immortal spirit with an infinitude of life and experiences before you. Your life here as a human is but one episode, one little chapter in your life in infinitude. Ha! See you on the other side, I'm sure. Hopefully to see you throughout the galaxies. Always keep in the back of your thoughts that all of life, throughout all of time, has sprung from unconditional lovingness. And the nature of unconditional love is to share as much as possible. Yes, it's true. Unconditional love. That's the true essence of our great God, our Creator Father. Brilliance beyond infinitude. Brilliance in love beyond our current knowing. But it's there. It's there. Kingdom of heaven lies within. You'll feel it. Such a thing. It just takes you away. To know that you are a loved creature by your Creator. Well, there you go. There's Grandpa Guru's message for you. Follow these concepts and time-tested truths, and you will be well on your way to a happy and successful life. As I said at the beginning of this, that's what I want for you. All the best that life has to offer. All the thrills and adventures. All the great things. Fulfillments. Dignity. Integrity. An independent life. A life of grand and great success. A life of dreams fulfilled. Dreams sought. Dreams thought. Ha! And dreams fulfilled. Well, that's it. Please remember always how much God loves you, and in my small way, through these messages to you, that I love you too. Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, Happy 4th of July, Happy Holidays, now and forever. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.